Greetings and welcome to the Astronomy Picture of the Day podcast. Today's picture for July 8th of 2025 is titled The Pleiades in Red and Blue. So what do we see here? Well, here we see the Pleiades star cluster, one of the most prominent star clusters, easily visible to the naked eye. The entire cluster about a half a degree in size on the sky, and that's about the size of our full moon. Now, the stars are relatively bright, and it's visible even from areas with a decent amount of light pollution. You can still pick out the Pleiades star cluster. Now, when you take a longer image, such as shown here, you can see far more detail. So you're never going to see this looking through a telescope or looking up at the sky at the Pleiades. And that's because your eye only collects light for a fraction of a second at a time. So very faint things are not visible to us. We will never see them with our eyes. But when you take a longer exposure, and this is a very long exposure, which is 25 hours worth. Now, if you wonder how you can get a 25-hour exposure, because things rise and set and the sun comes up and would wash everything out, what is done is multiple images are taken. So you could take a couple hours each night over a few weeks of the same area, and then digitally combine those images to bring out all of the detail that we see here. So now the star cluster almost gets hidden by the dust and gas around it. The bluer section there is what we would call a reflection nebula. That is the Pleiades stars reflecting light off of dust grains around them. So it will scatter the light, and it preferentially scatters the shorter wavelengths or blue light from the stars. So the dust is very good at scattering blue light, not so good at scattering red light, much like our own atmosphere. When we watch a sunset, the sun starts to turn red, not because it's changing, but because all of the shorter wavelengths are being scattered out and coming from all directions, whereas only the red light makes it through. Now, further around, we see some of the red color. The red is what is known as an emission nebula, and that is the glow of hydrogen gas that has been energized by hot stars. Hot stars emit ultraviolet light, and that ultraviolet light is enough to ionize or rip the electron off of a hydrogen atom, and then as it combines, give back that energy and give it off in various increments, and one of those colors happens to be in the red portion of the spectrum as we see here. So that red glow of hydrogen gas prominent here is prominent throughout the universe, anywhere where there is enough energy to excite those hydrogen atoms. So the two colors, the blue and the red, formed through very different processes. One is the excitation of atoms, and the other is scattering of light off of dust. So that was our picture of the day for July 8th of 2025. It was titled The Pleiades in Red and Blue. We'll be back again tomorrow for the next picture. So until then, have a great day, everyone, and I will see you in class.